What on earth have you got an impact wrench out for to fit mud flaps? Behind me is my Smart 451 Night Orange. It's a 2011 plate, one of around about 300 or so made. If you know Smart and Smart cars, they do these weird and wacky limited edition cars, and then that's it, done and dusted. This one, the Night Orange, and I bought it about 3 years ago now on my birthday. And actually, it's my daily driver. I rack up the miles on the car and take it to work and back all the time. We've done loads of stuff to this car, and the videos on the channel are quite popular, to be honest with you. New exhaust, suspension, mechanical stuff all done, and we're going to be doing a full service on the car with genuine Smart stuff in another video, which will be coming to the channel very soon. But as you know, one of the bugbears in Dad's life is I spend money on things like floor mats and mud flaps, and you know, in this video we're going to be doing something very similar today. Yes, last year I went and bought some original genuine Smart 451 mud flaps for the car, and the front ones are fitted. Well, I say that because they were advertised as that. They came from China, they cost about 30 quid for a set, and they were no good. They were absolutely no good. Kane from Evolution said, yeah, they won't fit, mate, and he was absolutely right. I've had a saved search on eBay for the past year and a half then for the proper rear mud flaps. But if you know these cars, you will know they are quite a rare part. You've guessed it by now. Some came up for sale, and I've managed to grab myself some for the Smart. They've cost me, well, 50 quid. That's £50 more than I wanted to spend on some mud flaps this week. But hopefully it's going to stop all that road stuff coming up the back of the car, because it does have like a spray and it kicks it all up the back of the car. Come with me then, I'm going to be fitting some mud flaps. I say Dad is going to be fitting some mud flaps to the Smart 451. Fingers crossed they fit, and they're better than the other ones, which ended up, well, on the wall of shame and then in the bin. Are these any good? We'll soon find out. Now, before we get going then and get the car all kitted up and put the mud flaps on, I want to show you the ones that we fitted last year and just how they fit and how good they look. Oh, what's this? Oh, the mud flap fitting. The mud flap fitting high vis. What are you doing? Oh, I've got to put this on. Yeah, warning, it's 38 degrees, but I'm being told to wear the high vis. Right,
Health and safety.
Health and safety. Right, let me show you. To be fair, I match the car now, don't I, in high vis. Let me show you the mud flaps that we fitted last year. Yes, Dad's giggling to himself. Here are the mud flaps we fitted last year. The clips are okay, to be honest with you, and these have lasted really well, and considering this car gets an absolute battering, they fitted quite well. The whole point of the mud flaps, I suppose, is to stop all the spray. You would have thought the spray and the flaps would be fitted sort of here, really, but no, they're fitted at the front there, and the rear ones, well, they're meant to just go on the valance at the back. But, well, I'll intersperse some footage from the previous attempt in this video, and you'll see just how aggy we got about it. They didn't look very good at all, and I think they have ended up in the bin.
I'm looking for problems.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable there.
Yeah. See that?
That's pants, that is.
That looks crap, that does.
See that there?
That's where it should be, isn't it?
That's where it's comfortable.
Yes. I don't think that's how it's meant to be.
Eh?
Is that how it's meant to be?
That's where it's comfortable.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah.
That's crap, that is.
Yeah, they're shite.
How do they fit then, these ones? Well, pretty simple, to be honest with you. The whole point is you just offer them up and then clip them on. I don't even think we're going to have to take the wheel off, but considering last time they didn't seem to fit very well, that's filling me with a lot more confidence than I had last time. The problem is I might have to take out separate insurance on these just in case they go ping, because if I lose one, Dad knows I'll be grumpy. Let's have a chat with Dad and see what he thinks about my new flaps. Please. Health and safety in the workplace. Let's go and find him. Where are you? Apparently you're in this garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm just checking on my stocks of timber.
On what?
Stocks of timber.
How are you? You okay? You look like you've been doing lots of work today.
See that there?
What's that there?
That's gruffed, that is.
Gruff? What, there? Oh yeah, look at that. You need a shower, mate.
I think Mum will have to hose me off before I even go in the
I
house.
know, I've turned up quite late. It's sort of like 4 or 5 in the afternoon because we were going to be doing a full service on the Orange Smart today, but it's too bloody hot.
It wouldn't have been at blooming 8 o'clock this morning.
No, what have you been doing today, please?
Cutting the front edge.
Yes.
That's why you've got my high vis on.
How's that gone? Oh yeah, you've had the high vis on. I'm walking over here because I've actually forgot to bring over to you these things. Let me show you them. I've been on the internet, as you know. I've had a saved search. These arrived. I bought these yesterday. Mudflaps. Do you want to guess how much they cost?
£3.50.
What, for each, or?
That's what they look like they're worth.
They are a bit rarer than that. I actually bought them and then my order was cancelled because they said, oh, we've made a mistake, we don't have any in stock.
Oh dear.
I think they may have worked out that they're worth a lot more than they sold them to me. And I said, oh, that's not a problem, but I'm very disappointed. Miraculously, they then found a set. £50 delivered for me Mudflaps.
They're jolly good smart car peoples.
Yes, that was Mercedes Newcastle.
You've got several bits off them before.
Yeah, they seem to sell quite a lot.
Sell on eBay then,
On the internet. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I had an eBay saved search. You can do an eBay saved search, ladies and gentlemen, with the following part numbers. In fact, can you read the part number off the back, please? It'll be A451 something.
Ah, it is, you're right. Let me just sit down.
Oh,
So
all right.
sitting down.
Come and sit down
Whoa.
for a sitting down interlude.
A451
Yeah,
890
yeah.
0178.
Oh, let me check the other side. Oh dear.
And they were made in the 5th month,
0178.
2014.
There you go. There's your Mudflap part number. Are these the same? Yeah. So they're
When
not
was
handed
yours made?
left and right. Well, I'm guessing they're made the same time, aren't they?
I don't know, read the calendars.
Okay. And then the clips. A451 890 0178. Is that the same as what you've got there?
Yeah,
There you go.
can't be 0178, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, strange.
5th month of 2014.
Oh, it's the same age then.
Well, yes, they're the same pair, aren't they? What's the fitting guide? Are you going to take the wheels off to do it, or probably not?
Let's try now.
They look better than the last ones. They're certainly bigger. And the last ones we had an issue in that. Well,
They were rubbish.
They were rubbish. So I got I
didn't fit
eventually
nice,
got
did
a
they?
refund.
They didn't fit as though it was nice, did
No.
they? Did you get a refund?
Did eventually, after much
Moaning.
toing and froing and moaning and saying, you've sold these as genuine, they're clearly not genuine, you're very bad people. Shall we fit them to the car?
I think you ought to fit them.
I'm not going to fit them, you're going to fit them.
Why am I gonna fit
Because you're the Mudflap fitting department, I'm the Mudflap buying department.
That sounds like a poor excuse, that does.
I just can't be bothered, to be honest with you. And then if I cock it up, it's not my fault. Flaps.
Not the attitude, pal. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. I'm being a bit daft because I thought I'd lost some clips. 6 clips on each. There you go. Clips and clips. Don't throw that away. That's genuine smart Mercedes part numbers on there. I need to put in the description. It's in the description, by the way, the part numbers. Oh, sweet Saint Rita of difficult cases. It's warm today and I've hardly done anything so far. I'm going to take my high vis off. After a brief on-site chat, we've come to the conclusion that this would be easier with the wheels off, just so we can get in and get access. I'm guessing you're going to need the locking wheel nut tool.
Yes, please.
Let's find it. It's in here, nice and safe. We've got lots of work coming up on the smart car, by the way. Also, guess what's in here? Look, a Proton. I always keep a Proton somewhere close by, and there's a Proton in this smart car. Yeah, jobs coming up include a full oil and filter change, cabin filter, air filter, spark plugs, and we're going to gas the aircon as well. We're also going to look at the tracking because it's a little bit wavy on the roads. So some smart car love is coming very soon. Considering I've done sort of, I don't know, 20 odd thousand miles in the car in the past year and a half. We're really racking it up. And if you haven't seen the other smart car videos on the channel, I will link it at the end. There's a playlist, you can check it out. Right, time to get the wheels off. Oh yeah, I also forgot to say, we've got an issue with the, is it the VVT? It's called the valve solenoid, some sort of solenoid on the car. A new one from Mercedes, £150. I have done my usual and gone to China and bought one for £20. Will it be any good?
No.
I'm probably not going to throw the old one away, but we're going to fit that as well when it comes. It's taking weeks so far. Excuse me, what were you laughing at then?
Well, it's going to be a load of pants, isn't it?
It's probably not going to be any good. It's probably going to blow the car up. Here, I'll catch this.
No.
Terrible catch. And that's your locking wheel nut tool.
Cheers, Minister.
What on earth have you got an impact wrench out for to fit mud flaps?
I'm going to take the jolly old wheel off.
I don't know why you're criticising me for not doing the work. I'm going to clean off the bumper, look, just to at least do something before we fit it.
I wasn't criticising, I was commenting.
Can I make a suggestion before we do that?
Yeah.
Can you just offer the mud flap up, just to see if it actually fits? Because I've not actually done that yet. And just to see if it's actually going to look any good, or if it's going to look a load of pants like last time. Oh yeah, that fits all right, doesn't it? That fits so much better. Do you remember the amount of faffing we had with the last set?
Well, they didn't fit, did they?
But they were smaller. Right. You know what we should do? We should 3D scan some of these, and then we can print them and sell them.
Do you think there's a lot of people want them for Smart 451?
Comment down below if you want a set of mud flaps for your Smart 451.
Of course they don't.
What do you mean, of course they don't?
Oh, just go for eh?
What do you mean? Oh, fell over your trailer. Look at all this in here. Looks like the remnants of a cannabis grow in there.
Shh.
I need to get some new wheel nuts for that. Off comes the wheel. Yeah, that could do with a clean as well.
Well, we've got these wheels off, we'll service these back bracks.
Do you think they need servicing?
Well, if you're going to service the car, you need to look at them, don't you?
Fair enough. Bonus content. Oh, axle stands are out. This bonus content, you just can't help yourself, can you? Let's fit some mud flaps. Takes 10 minutes. Now let's service the back brakes.
We've got the blinking wheels off, haven't we?
That tyre should be okay. Is that the one we've had repaired? We had one repaired recently, didn't we? No, we've actually found a bloody nail in this tyre. So we're just in the process of getting it out. I might have this tyre repaired. Is that leaking now?
No.
Oh, show us that. What you pulled out?
Well, there's a bit of a screw, look.
Oh.
If you leave the beggar in, it could work its way
Yeah,
in.
fair enough, fine. Anything else in that tyre? Fine.
Just a lot of wind.
A lot of wind, that's what we need. Oh, that was squeaky bum time because I've just spent £50 on my mud flaps. I didn't want to have to spend another £50 on a tyre.
Oh no.
You know, I'm spending the money on the important stuff. Right, let's get a cat litter tray and some brake and clutch cleaner. Dun, dun, dun. That's empty. I might have to go to the shop. Got some up here. Oh, I can't reach it. Aha. And a cat litter tray. Right, just going to let the handbrake off. Bonus float on. Sorry?
It'd be bloody stupid not to check the brakes while I've got the wheels off.
Yeah, fair enough. What are you saying?
I'm just talking to the production crew.
Yeah. You've said this is part of the film, let's do the brakes first, then we'll do the flaps. So it makes absolute sense to do that. You know what that's called, don't you?
What's that?
The drum cover.
I'm not getting involved. That winds me up.
Off comes the hub. I do it on purpose, you know. I am actually a qualified mechanic. Everyone that says, does your dad do all the work on the cars? Only for the channel, everything else I do. If you believe that, then you will believe anything you see on the telly. How bad are them brakes? They're all right, aren't they? This one's put a new wheel cylinder on
Are you
there.
going to gently, please, depress the foot brake, please?
Yeah, absolutely. There's not too much cloth there, is
They're
there?
all right.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're all right.
They're all right, yeah.
That's the one that's going to wear out. It's the leading shoe.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that gets self-servoed on by dragging on.
Yeah, good, right, I'll
So
go.
just gently.
Yeah.
And I shall holler when I want you to stop.
Holler.
Holler.
Holler at me, bro.
Just gently. In fact, first you just gently work the handbrake, please.
Gently work the handbrake.
Please.
Right, okay. Ignore the fact that this looks like the bottom of a hamster cage, by the way. Tell me when.
Yeah. Well, gently, I mean sort of halfway up just to see if it's working. Okay. Handbrake works. Now gently depress the foot brake a bit of the way. Whoa! And stop. And do it again, son. Okay. Off. Right, so they're not seized up. Work the foot brake. Off. And again. Off. Self-adjuster's working.
Good news.
That's what I was mainly checking, mate.
Wondered what was checking.
I was seeing if the self-adjuster self-adjusted.
I have got a spare if you need one. So things we've done on this car, we've replaced the self-adjuster, not on this side but on the other side. We've replaced this wheel cylinder and we've serviced all these
We've
brakes.
done a lot of brake pipes as well, haven't we?
We've fitted new brake pipes courtesy of Sam. We've done all sorts of stuff, springs, shockeys, ABS reductor rings, you name it, we've pretty much been under here. I need to Tetra seal all this again, but it's holding up well. Joking apart, how were those brakes? Are they okay?
Yes, mate. I can't remember, we was just about to do the MOT, weren't we? And the blinking self-adjuster wasn't working the other side.
That's correct, on the other side, yeah. That wheel cylinder's holding up nicely. It's good. On goes that cover. It does need a paint again, but that's a job for another day.
The hub cover.
The hub cover.
See them there?
Yeah.
They're going to get a bit of brake spray on them.
What you been and got?
Some brake spray.
Ah, yeah, the brake spray. Do you need some more? Right, okay,
Your
fine.
spare hand, you shake that
Yeah,
one.
I'll shake this up.
Just take a lot of shit.
What does that do? Just stop squeaks and stuff?
Lubricates that where that shoe rubs on you.
Do you know what? It's annoying me that you're struggling with that. Yeah.
Sure. It's queer old stuff, you've got to get it well shooked. It's annoying, is it?
Well, he's just performing with it.
I just didn't want to leave any in the tin. In the old days, you took them shoes off and put all copper grease where they rubbed.
Oh yeah. I don't think you'll be doing that today. Especially with how much of a nuisance it is to get those blooming shoes on. And we've had a fight with them before. You've checked everything works okay.
Yep.
Make sure everything's on. On goes the cover. See, I'm an integral part of today. See?
On.
Hang on a minute, I've got to get me blooming wide frame in it. Ready?
Yeah, on.
Go.
Off. Handbrake on.
Oh. Hang on.
On and off. Do me, son.
Nice. It's too hot for this. Lincolnshire word of the day, yon side. Now it's time to do yon side. What are you giggling at, please?
Are you translating for your viewers?
Yeah, yon side. I had to translate for a friend of mine the other day. When we was told to go yon side, she didn't know where that meant. I knew exactly where we was going. She didn't know how we knew.
Did you notice, I was looking at some of the comments on the air conditioning video.
Oh, yeah.
People didn't like the way we said Halfords.
Halfords. You know where we mean. The rip-off black and orange store.
I go there regularly, they're good people.
Well, you get a discount. pull foot. How would you say it?
Do us a favour, will you?
What's that?
Can you help your mechanic?
Handbrake on, I'm assuming.
Yes, please. Just making sure this works.
Dun, dun,
Handbrake on.
Dun.
Is the handbrake on? And off. Foot brake on. On.
Yeah.
Foot brake on.
Yes, on.
Stay where you are, son. Right, just walk the foot brake, son. Whoa! Perfect. Not quite so much next time. Stop.
You told me to work it.
Stay where you are.
Have I pushed the piston out?
No, you're all right. No worries. Nothing to worry about.
That's not what your reaction told me.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. Have I caused a problem?
No, you haven't, son.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm servicing your flipping car.
Oh, good, thank you.
Servicing your flipping car. You should have had your meta glasses on.
Oh, I should have had my meta glasses on. Well, you could wear them, couldn't you?
No.
And have mechanic cam. Yeah, if you haven't, we haven't seen them on the channel yet, really. But I've been and bought myself some of the super duper spy meta camera glasses things. Are they going to be an absolute waste of money? Probably. But it's so I can legally film whilst driving and doing all sorts of other stuff, and might get Dad a GoPro or something you can strap to his face. But yeah, I've got meta glasses now. Yeah.
Do us a favour, would you?
Yeah.
Would you gently depress the foot brake for a way? And stop.
What have you just done?
Just manually adjusting it a bit.
Oh, the self-adjuster?
Yeah.
Manually adjusting the self-adjuster?
Yeah. Easier that job is with two of you.
Yeah, there is. What was wrong with the self-adjuster?
It's just a bit sticky.
Ah. But you've manually self-adjusted the self-adjuster?
I've eased it.
Okay. Good, so now we're going to clean out all in here. Bum-ba-da. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. That's the money shot.
It's not a bloody porn movie, you know.
If you want to subscribe to my OnlyVans channel, you can do, but if you don't want to subscribe to that and watch stuff like this, like, hype and subscribe this video. See how we segmented into there? That was good, that, wasn't it? Also, it was Dad's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Dad for yesterday in the comments, please.
Silly old sausage.
What's a silly old sausage?
Me.
You?
Me, I'm a silly old sausage.
Ah. Interlude for one for the comments. Shout out to Paul, who has said, new to the channel, does Dad do all the work? Yeah, you can tell Paul's new to the channel, because yeah, he's the mechanic and I'm the... I don't know what I am, to be fair.
There's a bit of a leak from the gearbox. We ought to check it and top it up.
Oh yeah, we will do that in the full service video.
Yeah.
But the brakes are okay, right? Brakes are done.
Brakes are done.
Huh?
Yeah.
Good. Right, let's get the flaps on now, please. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, for a moment I'd forgotten that that's what we were actually doing on this car. We were meant to be putting mud flaps on, not cocking about with the brakes. Well, I know what's more important in the overall running of this car
You
on a day-to-day basis. In fact, let me just check. I'll just check. Oh yeah, the floor mats are still there.
Most important thing, flaps and mat.
If I ever rebrand the channel for whatever reason, I think Flaps and Mats is going to be the name of it. What do you reckon? New channel name, Flaps and Mats?
Flaps and mats. Hey, what about mine though?
What rhymes with Mats?
One man, 3 bikes.
Just a couple of... Oh, well, 1 man, 3 bikes? Oh yeah, this is your new channel that you're doing. 1 man, 3 bikes. You haven't got 3 bikes actually, thank you very much.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Some of them's done on my push bike.
Whose push bike?
The one you let me use.
Ah, yes. 1 man, 2 bikes and one that you've borrowed.
I have to refurbish the moped so I can do local visits on the moped.
Oh yeah, 50 cc's, first class. Let's look at the bikes. Bike interlude, Triumph Tiger 955i, there it is. Suzuki GS500e, is it GS500 or G500 SE?
GS500,
GS500. and the moped, which is nothing special. And then my other bike, your other bike, the Carrera Vengeance.
I mean, Alford Special.
Alford
Yeah,
Special.
Alford's with an O.
Alfords. You can't say it like that.
Alford's with an O.
Can we put these flaps on, please?
Oh, you and your flaps. All you think about is flaps, 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 flaps. Flaps, 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 flaps.
It's a bit hot for flaps today.
Yeah, no, it's not hot. It was blooming hot cutting edges this morning. Let's pop these on.
Pop the flaps on, please.
Okay, son.
Look how dirty your workshop is. Look at all these tools you've got strewn all over the place.
That's because I've just been doing some brake servicing.
Disgraceful. Right, come on then.
You let her give me the clips because I don't know where they are.
Oh, that's a good point. Right, 6 clips per side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got some bad news.
What's that?
We've left it that late in the day. Now the sun's in my eyes.
Uh-oh. Do you want me to tell you when they look good?
When you're happy.
Because at the moment that doesn't look good. Oh, it doesn't look good at all.
That looks where it wants to fit.
Well, that's not how it goes. That's where it wants to go, right there.
Okay, mate.
Let me just show you. Oh, yeah, here you go.
Cheers.
That's perfect, that is. Absolutely perfect. They just clip on, look. That's absolutely perfect, that is.
I can't argue with that, John boy.
I'm sat down doing my foreman role. Yeah. That looks good, that does, thanks. That's absolutely smart as out, that is. Smart as out. There you are, it's on. Isn't that smart? Do you know what, I really like that.
That's what I say.
What do you say?
A happy customer means a big tip.
Oh my.
Or is that wishful thinking?
I'm not saying anything on the internet. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will double you what I'm paying for this job.
Okay. Oh, well, then, that sounds good.
So
then.
what I was going to pay you to do this job today,
Yeah.
I'll double it. I'm that happy.
If you said to me, do you want to service the brakes or fit the mud flaps? It'd be easier to service the brakes.
But look at the sheer satisfaction you're getting from protecting the car from up spray this summer.
Up spray?
Yeah, it goes up the back, doesn't it? Also, I would like to tell you, this is the first time I've actually sat in a chair and watched the work ongoing.
Sunk to a new low.
I have sunk to a new low. Yeah, sorry. It's too hot for this. What are you doing?
People in smart dealerships, I never thought about spranging them clips over a bit more.
Yeah, you're stretching the clips a little bit, aren't you?
Well, yeah, because they're bloody tight and I've got 16-year-old plastic I'm hitting.
We're going to shout out to Sam and the team at Lister's in Boston for finding us some bits and pieces that are coming in a separate video. But Sam, if you want to fit some mud flaps, if you get to the dealership next week and someone's fitting mud flaps, Pete's top tips.
Give them a bit of a rearst open.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be fitting these at dealerships, do you? There's one in the villages, isn't there? A purple one. I keep all of a sudden, John. Of course it's not. He didn't use it.
Oh, well, it gives you a problem, does it? You keep seeing the purple Smart.
Yeah.
And thinking it's me. No, I've migrated to orange now. The purple one has been retired at the moment, especially during the summer because it's got no aircon.
Well, the purple one lives in a village somewhere, and I see it.
It lives in the next village over. Do you want to know something though?
What?
The owner of the purple one waves at me when I see him in this one.
Well, why not?
Can you just pose with the flap, please? I want a thumbs up picture. Oh yes, thumbs up for flaps. I know the channel is, I don't know, 98% I've bought a Proton and now all the Proton stuff we're doing on it. But I genuinely do enjoy working on the orange Smart and doing smart.
You don't work on it.
But, well, I enjoy us working on the smart car. I enjoy you working on the smart car. Hang on a minute, you're getting that flap straight on. Right, hang on a minute, I'll come and tell you when it needs to be. There you go, for those of you that care, that's how it fits. Clips on in there, like that. Ignore all that gruft, we'll sort that out at a later date, but that's how it clips in. Second one's on, back on goes the wheels, and when we've got it on the deck, I shall show you it. We were discussing off camera cars that you used to see 15 years ago and now don't see anymore. What is it that you saw this morning?
A Megane 2.
Don't see many of them, do you?
No. And you brought up that Ford Galaxy there.
Yeah, you don't see a Ford Galaxy anymore.
About 7 fluorescent jackets going to the factories in
Yeah,
there.
they've all been killed. Comment down below, cars that you would have seen 15 years ago that all of a sudden seem to disappear overnight in the past 2 or 3 years. I can think of, you know, Clio 2s and...
Oh, if you see one of them now, you
2s.
think, oh, classic on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. The 406 is also a good example.
No, they're all over, mate.
Yeah, there's not many of them left. Ford Galaxy I'm thinking of. What else? Even the K12 Micras, you know, they're starting to disappear. Z cars, they're all going.
What are Z cars?
Well, ZR, ZT,
Oh, well, they've
ZSs.
they've been euthanised, haven't
What
they?
else am I missing? A Saxo. I saw a Saxo the other day on the road.
Yeah, if you see a Clio 2...
Saabs are getting few and far. Lots of things. Job done. It's on the deck. Wheels torqued. What do you reckon to that job?
All right, mate.
Wasn't a bad job in the long run. We shall end the video by showing you the flaps. There they are, look. And they don't look too bad, in all honesty. In fact, I think they look very good in comparison to how the other ones would have looked. And we did the brakes as well. Nice.
I suspect the other ones would have gone by now.
Yeah,
Fell
they probably
off.
would have fell off. Right, there you go. That is time-wasting waffle. Really?
It's been a good, high-quality, simple mechanicking.
High-quality mechanicking by a simple person. On the Smart Night Orange, joking apart, people seem to like the Smart Orange when it's on the channel. People seem to like the content on the 451, which means more stuff is coming soon. Like I've been saying, we're going to do all sorts of stuff to the Smart, and every time I look at it, it seems to be getting a little bit better. I might put some daylight running lights in the front, but we won't tell Dad about that because it means taking the front bumper off and
Yeah, sure, I'm
coding
not
it
taking
in
the
with
front bumper off for no
with
reason.
a SAM machine. Anyway, if you've liked the video, like, hype, subscribe, do all the usual stuff. Thumbs up, comment down below for Dad. Cars that you haven't seen, happy birthday to Dad. And what do you reckon to me flaps? More smart car stuff coming soon then. Till next time, have a great day from a very hot day in Lincolnshire. See you later. As ever, thank you for watching this video. Dad and I have selected a couple more videos for you that we think that you might like. They're here now. Just give them a click to watch them. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It means a lot to us. Thank you.